Hi, I'm Veronica Vance. Coming up, we attend a hometown tourist event, shop the eclectic Rust Belt Market in Ferndale, check out the Detroit Zoo in the fall, and then we take another quick look at Fort Wayne's ghost hunting tour, so stay tuned.
Production funding for this program was made possible by the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau, driving tourism growth in Metro Detroit since 1896. More information is available at visitdetroit.com.
I'm in the heart of downtown Detroit in Cadillac Square for the Discover the D Hometown Tourist Day, where you can learn about staycations, vacations, giveaways, and more. It's a beautiful day in the D. Well, Larry, you ordered the weather for a beautiful event on a beautiful day. Tell me about being a hometown tourist.
Well, first of all, it's a CBB day. The sun is shining. It's just beautiful to be here in downtown Detroit. Being a hometown tourist is all about understanding all the great attractions that we have, the wonderful hotels, the great service that's provided, and we want our residents to be able to come out, visit some of these booths, find out what they have to offer, and then go out and tell the rest of the world what we have. But we also want them to go experience some of these attractions on their own.
That's right. So this is really also a great event to learn about what you can do to make it a staycation instead of going away, because we've got great stuff here.
Very true. We've got so much to offer. But in addition to that, there's some great places to visit out in our suburbs as well. There's so much to do in this region. You can bring people in for a week and you wouldn't be able to see everything that we have to offer.
Good point. And so what we've got here then are a lot of those vendors.
You can register to win free prizes. So there might be hotel stays for a weekend, restaurants, and you go to our mobile visitor center, the D Rover, register, and you have an opportunity to be selected for one of those gifts.
Well, I'm going to go check out some of these booths and see what maybe I could win something and make it an even greater staycation for me.
Please do it. It's a wonderful day to be here.
All right. Well, thanks, Larry.
Pleasure. Thank you, Veronica.
You're out here talking about Detroit Segways?
Absolutely. We're giving test drives today.
You are?
Yes, we are.
So you had a lot of good feedback from visitors, hometown tourists?
Absolutely. You know what? We're already booked up for this weekend, and it's our first weekend, really. So we've gotten lots of people who are super interested in coming down and checking out the city, you know, on a Segway particularly. It's a great way to do it.
So tell me, if we wanted to come in, where are you located now?
So we're in Eastern Market now.
Okay.
We're inside of our music store. We have a music supply store there, so we're inside. But you can find us online at DetroitSegways.com. You can book online. You can check out the, all the different tour descriptions. And so you can find us there.
So tell me about the Michigan Peddler. This is an exciting thing, the bike ride around town.
It's a lot of fun. People have been booking with us for over the last year. We take 15 people out at a time for 2 hours, take them all through and show them the city of Detroit. People tell us all the time they see the city in a different way than they've ever experienced before. That's for people that just come down one time a year for a Tiger game, to people that work here every day in the city.
It creates a lot of buzz and creates a lot of exposure for the city, which is great.
So from the Glass Academy, you're down here exhibiting. How has the event been so far?
It's so cool. The event's awesome. There's so many people that do things in Detroit, and businesses are growing for them, like the brew tours and different things like that. It's so cool.
And then I see you've brought some of your stuff here you're exhibiting.
Oh yeah, we got a little bit of everything our studio does. We got some of our glass mugs, garden products for your home.
Nice.
People are signing up for classes left and right.
So tell me, go Ape. Tell me about, what does this mean? You got this crazy mascot.
We have a crazy mascot. We just opened up up in Washington, so the Stony Creek Township.
Okay.
And it is 5 zip lines, 2 Tarzan swings, where you actually stand on a ledge, you hold onto your rope, and you jump off and swing into a big net. We offer corporate outings, team building events, leadership programs. We're really trying to change it from just a ropes course to a full treetop experience.
It's been so great. We've had so many people that maybe have been to the museum, a lot that haven't ever been, and it's been so nice to tell them about our upcoming exhibits that we have, our 67 exhibit, also our current doll exhibition, which is fantastic. And a lot of people didn't know that we do event rentals also. So besides being a great place to come with your family, to see beautiful artwork and learn about history, we also have beautiful events there. So it's been great.
So what do you guys think about the event? Are you encouraged to be a hometown tourist?
Yeah, we love it. It's
Love
great.
it.
It's cool to see all the people out here, all the companies represented, and of course all the food.
It's exciting for this to be down here in Detroit. I was just actually telling my coworker we were down here. I feel like a tourist right now with everything that's going on. And then we got all these awesome vendors out here.
Yeah.
So it's a great time.
Great way to make a staycation if you live here, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, learn
Perfect
about all
way.
these great things. Well, I hope you win some stuff.
Me
with all your
too.
little
I know. I'm supposed to be on my lunch break, but I'm registering for stuff, so.
Well, good luck.
All right, thank you.
The Hometown Tourist Day event is more than just a one-day event. You can discover all the great things in the D any day of the year. When you're looking for a town that has that funky, eclectic feel with a real artistic vibe, well, we've got it right here in the D, in Oakland County's Ferndale. They've got great one-of-a-kind shopping all year long, a lot of great dining options from local restaurants to national chains. They've got a great nightlife scene, a lot of bars, and of course, it's all very walkable. What I'm really here to show you is right here at the corner of Woodward and 9 Mile. And let me tell you, if you like Etsy.com, you are going to love this place. It's the Rust Belt Market. It's huge, it's artistic, it's great. Let's go inside. This place is huge, and just as soon as you walk in, you feel the whole vibe of creativity. Here we've got some neat industrial pieces. Look at this, what a neat coffee table. Do you not love this tie? Is this not fabulous? The D, a big D, look at that. Perfect gift. What inspired the whole concept?
You know, just going around to different Detroit outdoor art festivals, and we wanted to bring that to an indoor space year-round. And we wanted it different from a consignment model. We wanted the artists to be there, to be in person and actually talk to their customers and build their own micro business within a bigger working body of artists. We still do have people who come in just for a weekend or two, and some people are here long term. So it gives a good mix for shoppers who want to come back and always see something fresh.
Everything here is like a one-of-a-kind original handmade artist item, correct?
Correct. We do allow some vintage to be sold.
Okay.
But everything has to be either collected, made locally, made by hand. It has to have that artist touch to it. It's small, creative businesses is what we focus on.
I love it. So Tiffany, you want to take me on a little tour?
Yeah, let's go see some shops.
Okay. So Tiffany, how big is this space? I mean, it's huge.
In total, it's 15,000 square feet.
And so how many different artists do you typically have in here on a weekend?
About 50.
Okay. So it's a big, oh, even kids' clothes, for Pete's sake. It's I love
We've
shopping
got
for kids'
everything.
clothes, yeah. Wow. Oh, the pink lady, look at that. Everything pink, so neat. Drinking vinegars? So Tiffany, do you drink these vinegars?
You do, you mix them with cocktails and
This is apple pie vinegar that you add to a whiskey or a bourbon to give it a little tang, huh? Oh, it smells. Ooh, I love it. It adds that little tang, that little texture to your drink. Well, so this is cool. Detroit Surf Company. People are paddleboarding in Michigan. I didn't know they were surfing in Michigan. Now snowboarding too. You're also making snowboards?
That's correct. We make snowboards right here in Michigan. It's a 100% Michigan-made product.
Very cool.
We design them, engineer them, and manufacture them right here in Michigan.
So you've got like little shops inside of here too. This is pretty neat, interesting.
yeah, the artists have really poured their heart and soul into their spaces and their build-outs.
This is a greenery in here?
Yeah, he
Oh wow, I love the floor,
uses plants
everything.
and planters, concrete. There's found bricks with screen printing on them of iconic Detroit messaging and photos. There's just a really eclectic mix of everything here.
This is very cool. I'm seeing jewelry, clothes,
Glass
food.
blowing, wire wrapping, found jewelry, repurposed things, spices, locally mixed spices. We have
Hi.
photography, vintage clothing, handmade clothing. There's everything.
So this big open space for holiday season, you said you bring in extra artists just for, but
Yeah.
otherwise you rent it out?
Yeah, we have weddings in here, so we can offer spaces for brides, corporate meetings. We have a stage, live bands.
Well, hey Tiffany, I want to thank you so much. You and your
Thank
husband
you.
are doing great things.
Thank you.
Yes, and I'm wonderful. And I'm going to go kind of cruise and do a little shopping on my own if you don't mind.
Not at all.
Starting right here, I'm creepy but in a good way. The Painted Lady Trashins. Ah! You kind of have a dark, fun side to you, right?
I do.
What inspired this form of art?
I was a collector, and then when I started here, it just turned into I'd bring a few things from home, and then it turned into a full-on store. It's morphed from like a teeny tiny kind of a flea market setup here into like an awesome store. I do really well, and I have tons of customers that come in every weekend to see what new stuff I brought in.
Okay, so this hits you when you walk in. I mean, this is really neat, bringing in your old Chevy and mixing it.
I'm an illustrator and graphic designer, so I put my two loves together: pickup trucks, old cars, and T-shirts, and I use them as displays, and that's where I put all my my artwork. I do T-shirts, I do hats, buttons, stickers, all kinds of fun things that can be like merchandise on my truck.
So where else but in the D? Bell's Oberon, a Michigan beer. They made earrings out of it. Love those. So this says handmade apparel. You made everything in here?
We do.
How great. Hey, I know these pants. Yeah. Oh, look at it. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, and I like the inside detail. Well, these are pretty cool. These are cigar boxes made into guitars, Geppetto, like Pinocchio, the whole wood theme. So clever and creative. But these are really neat. They actually are working guitars made from cigar boxes. How creative. Look at that. Okay, so you are an artist with a cause. Tell me what you're doing here.
Well, this is Attack Hunger, and what we do is we make and sell these T-shirts, and for every one of them that we sell for $20, we give 5 of our food bundles here to different local shelters all around Metro Detroit.
Wow, wonderful. So you're creating art and you're giving back. Fabulous. All right. And smelly soaps. Look at lilac. Oh, gosh. And so often when these are handmade, the smells last so much longer than anything you buy at the store. So even the coffee place here is artsy. I mean, look at, they've got the pianos in front. It's an old saloon-looking thing. It smells wonderful. Oh, thank you. You know, and there's always one of those unique places that really stands out. And the Rust Belt Market here in Ferndale is just that, because not only can you buy a one-of-a-kind, unique, handmade gift, but it's a destination. There are plenty of things to see and do in Metro Detroit this month, and our calendar events is up next to point you in the right direction. The campy comedy Evil Dead the Musical is at City Theater, and the whodunit Sheer Madness is at Meadowbrook. Enjoy Zubu, the Detroit Zoo's merry, not scary Halloween, and Greenfield Village's turn-of-the-century Halloween. Don't miss the free Family Reunion Planning Seminar, then run an underwater mile during the Free Press Marathon. Theater Bazaar promises a spectacular masquerade party, and the Henry Ford offers a unique look behind the Pixar process. Head to Royal Oak for the inaugural Haunted Bar Hopping Night, then have a terrifyingly good time at Halloween in Hollygrove. Find over 800 Michigan craft beers at the Fall Beer Festival, and how about a little salsa dancing with an award-winning instructor? YumaCon celebrates Japanese pop culture, anime, and more, and Kinky Boots is a high-heeled hit with songs by Cyndi Lauper. To learn of any changes, log on to visitdetroit.com or call 1-800-DETROIT. So check this out. If you haven't been to the Detroit Zoo in a while, we've got 3 great reasons to come visit. A good old-fashioned carousel ride, a brand new lion exhibit, and the Sphere of Science. Well, so Ron, you've got some really neat new exhibits here at the zoo. For instance, the carousel. It's so neat, and it's all hand-carved, I understand.
Yes, it's wood hand-carved. This is a very unique carousel. There's also brass, and it's lit up at night, really fabulous. We went a different route than most people do. We've got praying mantis, and we've got poison dart frogs. We have something called a cassowary, which is a very mysterious Australian bird, huge bird like an ostrich. So it's all a bunch of different animals and really a piece of art.
Again, all hand-painted. This is very unique.
Yeah, can you imagine carving a praying mantis, especially this big, and then all of this incredible painting?
Now, how many artists worked on this?
Well, there are quite a few, and we met them over the course of the year that they were carving, and so far everybody loved it.
Oh, yeah. Well, and then there's, what 33 different animals, so kids have tons of choices.
Lots of choice. Some of them are really big, some of them are smaller so that they don't scare kids. Just puts a smile on everyone's face.
And so it's going to be open, April through October. That's the plan, right?
Right. Yeah, it'll be a little bit tough to do it in the winter.
Yeah.
This will also be available in the evenings for special events.
Okay. And then is this included with admission, or there's a little?
This is a $2 charge for the carousel.
That's not bad.
No.
Yeah. So what did you guys think about the new carousel ride?
It was wonderful. It's absolutely fantastic to see it here at the Detroit Zoo.
We loved it. The girls had a really good time, and a lot of different animals to choose from.
The new lion exhibit, you can get really close.
You can get really, oh my goodness, yes. She's not necessarily happy about that. They're getting used to being so close to people.
Yeah.
But before we had a big moat here, and put in this glass wall, which is 17 feet tall.
So how are they adjusting to the wall?
Well, great. I mean, you know, when they first came out, they took a look and sort of surveyed the area and wondered whether, you know, they had any opportunities, and they don't. So, but they've been doing fine. It just, they're getting used to, just as we're getting used to being close to them, they're getting used to being close to people.
Yeah, I'd imagine the response from the public is pretty neat to be so close and personal to the lions.
People get very excited.
Yeah.
Now, what you're seeing is she's actually on a heated rock. It's not on right now, but in the winter time, there are some special areas here which are kind of warming spots for them. And then they have this great, wonderful carpet, basically, which is the lawn out there, and they have a pretty good life.
Yeah, they've got.
And they do what lions do in the wild, which is spend 90% of their time resting, and every now and then they get up and eat and drink.
It's great, and the lions seem to really enjoy it. They're out and really active today, which is always good when we bring the little ones.
Yeah, so he really seemed to be enjoying it too. Did you like being up close to the lions?
Do you like the lions, Wade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Mufasa.
Oh, just like Mufasa.
Oh. Simba.
This is science on a sphere. So if we were about 1,000 miles in space looking at Earth, we would see what's here, and it is a visual representation of Earth. We have several hundred different types of programs that show what's going on in the environment, which of course connects us to the animals here and the exotic places that they come from. And now let's turn it upside down and we'll show you the north. Here's the North Pole right here. Quick beginning of another program. This is also about
the desert.
No, this is actually about climate.
Okay.
And water and how they interact. But you can see this is really incredible technology. There are 4 projectors projecting onto a sphere. The sphere is not moving. And then the computer bends the light so it fits properly and is seamless.
It feels like it's moving.
Yeah. Here you see the comparison between Earth and Mars and Venus and the moon. And it's really, yeah, the possibilities are amazing. There's only one other zoo, and that's the National Zoo that has this. And then there are a number of science centers here and in other countries that have it. So we're all part of a network trying to make science a little more understandable.
Well, Ron, lots of great reasons to come visit the zoo again, which brings up a point that a lot of people sort of think of it as a summer attraction, but I want to know what makes it a destination during other seasons?
Well, not surprisingly, this place is all about nature, and nature is spectacular all year long. But you know, when you come here in the fall and the winter and the spring, it's different. Everything is different. The seasons change, the animals change. You know, you come here after a fresh snowfall, and you're likely to see the tigers playing in the snow, and you'll see wolverines doing snow angels, and the snow monkeys will be in their hot tub. You know, we should probably serve them drinks when they're in there. It's just, they have so much fun. And then, of course, you know, in the fall and the spring, this is so beautiful. There's so many gardens here. And the animals tend to be more active when it's cooler.
They do?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of great reasons to come to the zoo any time of year, and I want to say thanks so much, Ron.
Thank you for being here.
I'm now at the historic Fort Wayne along the Detroit River for their After Dark Ghost Tour.
This was not a great place to be a soldier. There was a lot of unhappiness. The fort has been here basically from about 1842.
So you guys do a lot of fun stuff here, like reenactments and stuff, but of course you do ghost tours, right?
Yes, we do the after hours tours, as we call them.
But there's certainly a lot of unexplained things that
unexplained
people see here, they record here. Now these tours, they happen throughout the year, right?
Yes,
periodically?
Yes, we put them throughout the year. You can go to the website, the historicfortwaynecoalition.com.
Okay.
You can book a tour. And we try to keep them limited in the amount of guests. You get a chance to do the paranormal investigations yourself.
Okay.
So you can ask for questions and do EVPs and bring your EMF meters and your
all that's
your different
encouraged.
all
All
that,
that is,
bring it all.
yeah.
One of the best EVPs I ever heard on this site. He says, "Is that you that just slammed the door?" Right at the end of about a minute and a half of silence, you hear, "Leave me alone."
Things are happening in Detroit that are going to reinvent the American city.
Those of us who have been here a long time can tell you that it's never been more vibrant.
And it really represents the future, what the future can be and what the future is becoming.
Let's start at 5 a.m. We have joggers that are running through our state park, that are running on the riverfront.
I kind of like that Detroit has its own vibe right now. Like, it's awesome to be Chicago and it's awesome to be New York, but we kind of have like this underdog thing going on.
Visitors come in from out of town and they absolutely adore the city of Detroit.
When they get here, what they see is different than what they've come to expect.
I've been all over the country, and downtown Detroit is as safe as anywhere I've been.
DIA, the Cultural Center.
We have a farmer's market.
It's easy to get from here to Campus Martius to Greektown, just walk all over the place.
The Fox Theater, the DAC.
There is so much to do in this city, and it's not like every other city.
You gotta see it to believe it.
Well, that's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Veronica Vance. And remember, if you would like more information on any of the places we visited, log on to visitdetroit.com. So until I see you next time, go and explore on your own and discover the D. To learn about discounts and special offers for featured attractions, plus how to get copies of Visit Detroit magazine, click on visitdetroit.com.
Production funding for this program was made possible by the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau, driving tourism growth in Metro Detroit since 1896. More information is available at visitdetroit.com.
Hang on, I gotta figure out how to turn it. Always something happening here. You never know what. Oh, hang on. Oh, how's that? Is that better? Keep watching it. Thank you.
Does that happen often?
No, never.
What I want to do, even to get more